After a quick 45-minute drive from Reykjavik to Thingvellir National Park, butterflies started to flutter in my stomach. It was 40 degrees outside, with winds up to 30 miles an hour, and we were about to go snorkeling in a lake created by glacial runoff. This is about the time I started second-guessing my life choices. Silfra is the divergent tectonic boundary between the North American and Eurasian plates. These plates drift apart about 2 centimeters every single year. The tension of those subtle shifts is a precursor for earthquakes, which in this area they experience at regular intervals. The shifting crust creates cracks and fissures, such as Silfra, which happens to be the largest and the deepest fissure. Are you ready for the coldest adventure of your life? I think that's a no. It's not. But it's time to go. Adventure Vikings. Here we come. We were excited and also very nervous. The tour guides led us to a long cargo van that had benches inside. This protected us from the wind. However, there is no escaping the cold temperatures of an early Icelandic spring. Once the waivers were signed, the guides handed us base layers to go on top of our clothing.
Waste, you know. Yeah.
We're all packed in this little van, getting dressed, getting ready.
That?
A little nervous. These suits stink.
I don't think so, because you have this.
Maybe not smell good.
And then you also have the thing probably has a little lots.
Probably not.
Did you get that?
I'm only a little horrified. Little did we know, this was just the beginning of an hour-long process of putting on gear that would ensure some sort of warmth and safety while we were snorkeling. Oh my gosh. It was absolutely hilarious and a bit difficult.
Dude, I'm so tight in this.
I feel like I'm being choked.
It's time to go scuba diving. Between the tectonic plates. That'd be amazing. How do you feel?
Very restricted. Warmer than I thought, though.
You like this?
Chokers on those?
Yeah, no chokers on you. Ready to go?
She's got her chokers on, so we're feeling good. I think I need help.
It's that fun.
Oh, my hair. Holy shit.
Are you ready yet?
Dude, I think I need another choker.
Although we were still very cold, our minds were focused on simply breathing while we were being choked. When the group was ready, we made our way to Silfra. Silfra is located at the edge of Thingvellir Lake. Silfra is one of the most renowned freshwater dive sites in the world. It's known for its crystal clear glacial waters. As I walked down the stairs into the icy water, I felt the dry suit hug my body. It was cold, but not wet, which was a good sign. We were instructed on how to maneuver in the water. Then, 2 at a time, we dipped our faces into the cold water, getting a small peek of the amazing underwater landscape. As my face hit the water, it was a shock. It was much colder than I imagined it would be.
It's super cool down there. Okay?
As water seeped into the crab claw gloves, I could feel the heat quickly being sucked from my hands. I had done cold plunges before, but only a handful of minutes at a time. My mind began to process how long we had in this icy water. At least 30 minutes. I began to question if I would be able to tolerate the cold that long. The water here at Silfra stays between 2 and 4 degrees Celsius throughout the year, which is about 36 to 39 degrees Fahrenheit. As I peered into the rocky depths, I could see light glistening behind deep crevices, revealing underwater tunnels and caves. The water was clearer than anything I had ever experienced before. I could see hundreds of feet below me. Not long after entering the water, we came upon our first shallow waters, called Gynagar Shallows. This area was just a few feet deep. This forced us to use our frog kicks to navigate the terrain without disturbing the algae that lives on the rocks. The dry suits were very buoyant. There was no struggle to stay afloat. I relaxed into my body and tuned into the magic that surrounded me. I came to the realization that I could brave the discomfort of the cold for as long as I needed to for this once-in-a-lifetime experience. The cold was temporary, and so was the ability to explore this massive crevice between the tectonic plates. This was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and I was not about to let that slip by because of a little discomfort. These icy waters are home to only a few kinds of fish and algae that have adapted to this type of climate. As the slow current of the water pushed us through Silfra, we came upon Salarin, also known as the Silfra Hall. The far end of this fissure had a sandy slope, which seemed out of place for the rugged, rocky depths that we had been seeing. The guides warned us about missing the turn here. The current can take divers all the way out into the lake if this turn is not recognized. Luckily, our guide kept us on the right path. This took us through another shallow section that was full of lime green algae. all the way to Silfra Lagoon. The crystal clear water that the visitors experience here comes from Langjökull. This glacier resides about 50 kilometers north of Thingvellir Lake. The water percolates through the porous lava rock for 30 to even 100 years before it reaches this frigid lake. Iceland is proudly known for its clean water, but the water here in Silfra is second to none on the entire island. The locals say you can drink right out of the lake, which I may have done by accident while I was struggling with my snorkel. Our guides also called this the Bahamas. Maybe it was because of the sand that had gathered here, or the crystal clear water. I mean, I've never been to the Bahamas, but I imagine it's a little bit warmer than this. We ended our journey exploring the cracks in the algae that was found in this lagoon. Then slowly made our way out of the water. This experience was absolutely incredible. In some ways, it felt like I was visiting another planet. Every ounce of discomfort that I felt in the icy water was worth it to soak up these incredible views. This is an experience that I will remember for the rest of my life. If you enjoyed watching, please hit that like button and remember to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.